Okay, so right now I'm working on a track called Arimathea. It's probably the simplest track on the album production-wise. Really only just has bass and drums. But the meaning of the track was, I like the name Arimathea. I think it's just a cool name. I don't think it really has meaning. But the person that went to go bury Jesus, I believe, was named Joseph of Arimathea, and I just kind of got that from the Bible, and I was just like, Arimathea is a really cool name. But it also is kind of cool because in the hook of the song, I say this. And basically saying they've been lost, but I will find my child, which is kind of like God's perspective to his children and how we got lost, like in the sin, like basically when Adam ate from the tree and God said, if you eat from this tree, you will surely die. We became lost. We became like away from God, but God still like provided a way for us to be found again through Jesus Christ. And that's kind of what that song is. Also just with the prodigal son, but I started off working on this track just through the, actually through acoustic guitar, which is right here. It's pretty simple, but it was just like, the chords were, shout out to my bass. The chords were just G major. I'm just doing like plucking 3 strings, like the E string, the D string, and the G string. It was G major, B minor, A major. It just sounds like really enchanting to me. And that's how that song starts off, just with that, but then it just goes to bass, and those bass of course follow that same thing. After that, I went on to doing drums, which drums are always, I just feel them out. Like I usually don't quantize them, I usually don't do anything, but usually just feel them out. I use an Alesis 49 key, V49 key, just I didn't do that. I usually just did that. And then that sounds like this. So very simple. After that, I added the bass line and I started working on the verses. The verses feature me doing like this cool kind of alternative voice that I like to use. Just with singing, I just wanted with this new project to try out different ways to use my voice, and that just came out sounding like this. You will come back, yeah. I know. Yeah, I've been tripping over my head. You will come back, yeah. I know. I've been tripping over. So that's the verse, just like 2 layered vocals. It's literally just me repeating the same thing over and over again, but I just used 2 of my voices this time. And then, which is mainly the biggest part of the song, is the hook, where I just have I have these, which I'm just doing a bunch of harmonies, doing ooh, and I really like that. I actually have a moment in the song where it just goes solo, just oohs, but this is what this sounds like. So lovely. Ah, yes, the oohs. Oh my gosh, I just love them. And then here comes like the gang vocals, which this part is pretty much inspired by King's Kaleidoscope. If you listen to their music, they just love doing gang vocals, especially on the latest album, Zeal. And this is kind of what that sounds like. I'll do that. My child. And you can kind of hear in it, I'm doing like multiple different harmonies. So I'm doing, they've been lost, but I will find my child. That's kind of like the second layer. And then the first one is, they've been lost, but I will, or no, they've been lost, but I will find my child. So I'm doing something different with the will right there. And then I do will, and then I do will. So it's just kind of cool. It's just ways to make it yourself. And I don't know, that's just something I like to do. And then after that, I pretty much just layer out the track how I want it to go. I wanted this one to be really simple, so the verses repeat themselves, the chorus repeats itself, and then I always try to do like just some groove type stuff. So in the last hook, I believe, or is it the second one? Yeah, it's like the last hook pretty much. I don't have the kicks come in, so it gives it a little bit of swing. So it's like this. And then come in. You would of course hear it better on regular speakers, but you'll hear it when the album comes out as well. And then if you come see it live, that'll be amazing. But there it is, Arimathea, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this little tutorial. Peace.